So I want to talk about one of my favorite lady artists, and I had her CD a number of years ago. Well, Voices Carry, and well, that was her big hit song in the beginning. And then I bought the CD, I'm Was Stupid. I listened to that over and over and over. It was so wonderful. Miss Aimee Mann. She's a Richmond artist. I mean, she doesn't live here now, I don't think. But very much inspiration, strong lady, just creative, genius in her words and her music, and some of the songs I love. She just recently did an album called Mental Illness, which that's a bold. Who wants to buy that? I listened to it. I haven't bought it yet, but it was tough. It was tough for me to hear because we still have so much of a stigma, and we need to figure that out. But it's in suffering, you know. Sometimes I suffer with depression or anxiety, and sometimes if my medicines aren't working, I suffer with mania, which drives people absolutely nuts. They're like, get away from me. And that's tough, you know, because even though you're sick, you still want to bond with people, but it's just not easy. But I think the Voices Carry song energized me, because I know what it's about. I think it's about an abusive relationship, but I turned it into something positive and said, well, if I say good stuff, maybe my voices will carry too with good stuff. And I don't know if it does. It might. And the other artist from Richmond, that's just what you are. Killer video. Killer, killer, killer. I don't know how. I probably watched that 150 times. I'm envious of her outfit and her hair too. She looks absolutely stunning, like a big rock and roll star. Small. She's a small girl. But yeah, not everybody can have Aimee. If I could, I would, but my body's not built like Aimee Mann. I've learned that over the years that I'm shaped different, but I do think she's just an amazing, beautiful artist. And then Jason Mraz, I have to bring him into it. He just did a video in Richmond, and he went through the beautiful parts of Richmond, but I noticed he didn't go into the project housing like Mosby and Creighton, and for good reason. You know, it's disturbing. It can be very disturbing to go in there and see what these people have to deal with. I think basically from segregation, you know, the education lacking in segregation has not prepared them to have a good job. But anyway, hopefully we can fix that. And his video, I'm Yours, that's, I guess, his breakthrough video. But he runs Spark, and I left a painting there. It's not worth anything yet, but hopefully one day I can donate to his endeavor in teaching theater arts to children and get people to have scholarships, more scholarships for people that can't afford it, because it's a wonderful program. It's really, really beautiful and amazing. I know sometimes they use churches, which is a great idea, for the stage so they don't have to pay so much. But yeah, and then he had his wedding, and that was so beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. Yeah, mine didn't turn out quite so good, but I got some great children, so I'm good. You know, you can't be lucky in everything, so I lucked out and got some wonderful, beautiful, smart, creative young adults that don't talk to me. Oh, I'm not kidding. I think my depression was due to that. I was having anxiety and depression. This empty nest of being a mom I didn't really realize it, but you really do have to go through something psychological. And I wasn't prepared, just like you're not prepared for a 2-year-old. And all of a sudden you're like, your first 2-year-old, and you're like, or you get 2 or 3 kids and what that's like. And yeah, it's a challenge, but I'm getting better. I'm accepting it. I kept sending them cards and gifts, and that doesn't work. Somehow they gotta get to a point that they're ready to get back and talk to you. But I do miss them. I love them, and I'm proud of them. They're doing really well.